So in this video, I wanted to take a quick look at the Pilot Acro Drive pen. This is a higher end pen from Pilot, and it's part of the Acro series. Pilot calls it a ballpoint, but it's part of Pilot's set of hybrid pens. That's the Acro. The Acro Drive is the metal body twist version of the pen. So it's an executive pen, sells for in the $30 range. It's a similar pen to this one. This is the Acro 1000, and this is the metal body, click retractable. Technically only the grip is metal, the top portion is not metal, but it's the executive version of the Acro retractable. Again, it's the Acro 1000. The Acro Drive is very similar, but I believe the body's fully metal, so both the grip and the top are metal. The hardware is a little bit different. We see a move over to gold hardware and kind of a little bit more old-fashioned looking. And then obviously the big difference is that it's a twist retractable instead of a click. This pen is a good deal heavier, kind of more getting into a sort of a premium or luxury pen instead of just an executive pen. And I believe it's heavier because the body, the upper half, is also metal. So we see it comes in a few different colors, like white, and this is I would call it a gold, maybe a bronze, hard to say what this is. Also sold in a white and black and a few other colors. And it has a really nice, smooth twist action. At the top of the twist, you could see it goes up and then it locks down. So nice action. It's self-correcting. So if you turn it halfway and let go, it will turn back. And then it will lock if you turn it all the way, which is quite nice. Very smooth, totally silent. No click or anything to it, obviously, right? It has metal hardware at the top, all gold. A nice stout clip, which is folded over. It's not a super high-end looking clip, but it gets the job done. It says Drive right there. Pilot, made in Japan. It doesn't really say Acro Drive, which would have been nice, but it is Drive. And then not too much else to the pen, but you could see that the grip area flares out, and that is sort of a trademark of the Acro pens. Here's the Acro 1000. You can see slim waist, flares out. The Acro 300 does that as well. The Acro balls, sort of the more conventional, cheaper version of the pens, they don't do that. But the Acro, those do. And you can see it's quite pronounced here. So if you twist the pen one way, it will extend the tip. If you twist it the other way, you will open the pen up, and that is done very smoothly. And we can see in here, it definitely looks to be metal, just to confirm that. And then a lot of metal hardware here, that gold ring, the threading to keep it closed or keep it together. And we see in here, it is the Pilot BRFN 30. So this is the higher end series. That's the BRFN 30. This is the Dr. Grip style refill. You'd have also seen this refill in something like the Pilot S20, which I reviewed in the past, or you could put it in a Dr. Grip, stuff like that. The stock Dr. Grip refill would be the BRFN 10. And that would be the same Acro ink, but in a plastic body instead of this metal body. I really like these. The 30F is the fine, obviously, which I think is 0.5 millimeter. No, it's a 0.7 millimeter, and the medium is a 1.0 millimeter. It's also an extra fine. But I like the fine a lot. I really like the medium, but they're all quite good. These are great refills. So, smooth action, nice weight. In fact, I could see people complaining that the pen is a little bit on the heavy side. This is a very comparable pen to a Pentel Philography, which is like their higher end full metal twist pen, and some of the Jetstream premiums, like the Jetstream Premium Single. I'll probably do a comparison on all those pens in the future if people are interested. So really nice feeling in your hand. It's a little bit heavy, but has a reassuring heft, nice twist action. That's a little bit hard to do one-handed, the twist. So it's something to keep in mind. I don't mind it so much. I do tend to prefer click. And then it has this very smooth paint job. There's almost no texture to it. It might look powder coated, but it's entirely smooth and glossy. So the pen's a little slippery, but it really makes up for it with this extra width here. And it feels really quite nice. And you could hold it down here for a wider grip or hold it up. You don't have to go that far up to get a nice slimmer profile. And I really like these Acro pens for that grip area. Between the two, the Acro 1000 and the Acro Drive, I actually prefer the feeling of the Acro 1000 just because it has a heavier lower section and a lighter top. To me, that feels slightly more comfortable, like you have more control. When the pen has a lot of weight going through the entire body of the pen, you lose some of the control of having a heavier front area, but it's definitely not a bad feeling. So this is the Pilot Acro Drive, and you could just remember that this is using a BRFN 30F refill. Really smooth, nice writer. I like this BRFN a lot. I've probably done too many videos about it at this point. And with this pen, very smooth, very quiet, very cleanly constructed. The pen's not cheap at $30 plus retail price, but you do see where the money's going. It's a lot of metal, has a really executive feel to it, very clean look. It's a little bit of a gap right here that you could probably just make out, but this pen has had some wear on it, as you could see. So maybe that's not going to be on the one you get. In this pen, in the Acro 1000, we have the kind of the standard Acro refill. It doesn't use the, and this is called the, doesn't use the BRFN. This uses the BRFV, and that's just the skinny refill there, same ink. So this is a 0.5 millimeter. So also that F, I think, no, this may actually be the EF. Yeah, BRFV10EF. So, and this is the Pilot Acro 1000 BRFV, I think I said, and that would be the 10EF. So there's a quick comparison. You could see definitely some more width with the F than the EF. That's to be expected. Both are great writers and very smooth, very reliable. These are sort of the pens you want to just write all day with. I really have been recommending the Acro pens a lot recently because I just enjoy using them, and they're very reliable, very smooth. No problems with globbing, or you can see clearly no smudging, which is really, I appreciate as a left-handed person. So that is the Pilot Acro Drive. Great pen, on the expensive side, a little bit heavy for me. Nice body. This is a pen I would give someone as a gift. Probably not one I would buy again myself. If you really want to get into the Acro series, I would say if you want something higher end, the Acro 1000. My favorite remains the Acro 300, which is the full plastic version of the Acro 1000. Basically this piece right here, instead of being metal, it's plastic, same ink and all that. It sells for about $4. That's my favorite. I do prefer the Acro 1000 to the Acro Drive, even though the Drive's a really nice pen. Just not, it's not necessary for me. I'm getting everything I need from this pen in the Acro 1000, and I do prefer the click to the twist. That said, it's a really nice pen, really well made. I don't love the gold hardware, to be honest, just a little bit on the flashy side, especially when the gold is combined with this, I guess I'll call it champagne, or maybe even a titanium. I can go back and forth, but with this champagne color, just, it's a little bit too flashy for me. But yeah, really solid pen. If you guys have any questions or comments, let me know. If you want to see a comparison between this and the Jetstream Premiere or just in Prime, so whatever they're called, I will do that in the future. Thanks for watching.